what's happening right now with Denise? Well, again, it's November 4th, 2013. And I'm here with my best friend, Laura Hammer. And Laura Hammer and I have been friends for over 30 years. And she's a dog groomer. And she's funnier than all get out. She's one of the most funniest women I've ever known. And that's how I ended up being friends. Is she made me laugh, and then I just kept being drawn to her because she made me laugh, and then the next thing you know, we were best friends. And I just thought it would be fun to sit down and do a video with her on dog grooming, because a lot of people don't even realize even what the dog groomer does. They drop their dog off, they come back, it's all bloody. No, just kidding.
Don't say that.
I'm sure there's horror stories.
Hold on, Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween's over. Horror stories are in every profession, though. I mean, when you think about it, they're in every profession. But anyway, a lot of people, like I said, they don't know all what a dog groomer does. And I remember when I first met Laura and went over to her house and she started talking about glands and stuff like that. I'm like, what? What? I was like, ooh, I don't know if I want to know about this. But anyway, no, you want the glands cleaned out. Anyway, Laura, tell people how what does a dog groomer do? So okay, say I call you up and say, hey Laura, I've never been to a dog groomer and I want my dog cut, and you can see this other crazy dog going back and forth. Anyway,
well, they have to make an appointment, and then when they come in, I meet the dog. I say, hi, how are you? And the dog says, hi, how are you? And we get acquainted, and then after that,
do you bark?
I explain.
Do you bark at him?
Sometimes I do, and if
she does. Hey, listen to this. If we're out in the boat, and then if she sees a dog on another boat, she starts barking.
I do. I bark at all the dogs out in the boat, and then people look around and go, and I don't want them to know I'm barking. Get the dogs all riled up. I do that all the time. I don't do that when I'm grooming, no.
All right. So anyway, so the dog comes over and you greet him.
Yeah, and get acquainted with them and pet them and stuff, and I sniff them. They sniff me. Make sure yeah, they smell okay.
No, they're probably coming to you because they don't smell okay. No,
I wonder what their role is.
They've probably been skunk.
I ask the people what happened. They rolling something? Yeah, I don't know what it is.
A skunk, right?
Yeah, something. Well, I know that smell, but sometimes it's other than skunk, like deer.
Or a turd.
Yeah, rabbit poop, deer poop. They love rolling in that kind of stuff.
Ooh, okay.
Anyway, so I have special shampoos for that, and so I do the ears, glands, nails, and the bath and the haircut. And
ears, so what do you do with the ears?
I pluck the hair out of the ears if they need it.
You're a sadistic bitch, aren't you?
Yeah, I pluck them. No plucking. No plucking allowed. No, I have a little ear powder that I put in there so it doesn't hurt them or anything.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Wow.
And then, then if they need, I clean them out with your cleaner.
She's my best friend.
So, and then a lot of dogs don't like their nails trimmed, but we get it done. And I don't like the muzzle, so I hardly ever do. So, like I said, if they bite me, I bite them back.
Oh, but let me tell you something. She does have a muzzle for her husband, and we'll do another video on that.
Oh!
Her husband never stops talking. Okay. Anyway, go ahead.
That's the truth.
So
and then I just start grooming them, and it usually takes me about an hour and a half to do a smaller dog, maybe 2 hours to do a bigger dog, and
what do you charge, Laura? How do you?
Well, it depends. A smaller dog is $20. That includes everything. I'm the bargain person.
Just
and
what are you, a bargain person?
I'm a bargain person. No, I like to give the people the best bark for their buck.
Yeah, and tell them about the glands.
The glands are, that's very important. Some groomers don't do the glands, but if they're not expelled, they swell up back there.
Expelled? You mean emptied?
Yeah, you have to expel them. You empty them out, and it smells really gross. And I've actually had people throw up. I've had people pass out. I've had people pass out right on the floor.
Laura, I've known you
so bad.
I've known you all this time, and I did not know people have passed out.
Yes, I've had people.
You've never told me that.
I had 2 girls pass out, and I had a couple people start throwing up. And this was a long time ago. But,
Wow.
So I warn people now, if they stay around to do a lot of times people want me to show them how to do the glands. If I expel them,
no
and
thanks.
they can't believe the smell. They all smell different, don't they? They're all different colors too. The glands, that is. And what the gland is it's a scent gland that attracts the opposite sex. And it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if the dogs have been fixed or not. They still have them. A lot of people say, "Well, my dog was fixed." It doesn't matter. They still need to be expelled. Some dogs fill up and some don't. Some are filled up. I have people coming to me every 2 weeks for the dog grooming just because their dogs fill up so fast.
Yeah, so, and this is how I figured out about the glands thing. 'Cause you know how, before I knew about taking a dog to a dog groomer, I've never been a dog person. I'm a cat person. I like pussies better than dogs. Anyway.
That's the statement of the year. No,
it's not. What's that mean, ma'am? What's that mean, my best friend? Okay, no, I like cats.
Well, there's cat people and there's dog people.
Right, and I've never been a dog person, and so when she told me about this, gland thing, because I had dogs before, and I would give them a bath, and then they'd still stink, and I think, I just gave them a bath. Why do they stink? And then I learned, that's why, because of their glands.
They try to let it. They try to expel it themselves, but most of them can't.
Yeah, when you see a dog drag its ass across the carpet and leave a little
chase their tail.
Yeah,
they usually need their glands expelled. And if it's not done, they could get abscess, and that's a very expensive surgery. They can also die from that. So it's a very important feature that groomers should be doing.
Yeah, and not all of them do it, but Laura's an expert at squeezing them glands.
Oh, yeah, and I love the smell. It smells so good.
No, she's kidding. Hey, well, you should hear what she told me the first time I met her about what she did to dogs, but we won't go there. We won't go there. I didn't know her that well. I went home that night and I thought, oh my God, is this woman for real? Anyway, so then, okay, you do that, and you give them a wash and a cut.
Yep, and I'll tell you what, a lot of times I have a pretty rough day. Very rough. When I do, some days are good and some days are rough. Never know what's going to be, but I love my job. It's very exciting. I never know what's going to come in next, and I meet great people too.
Yeah, in 43 years she's been doing this, and she has customers that
been following me for years and years and years.
Yeah, over 30 years that have,
absolutely.
Their dogs die and they get more, and then them die, and because of course dogs only live maybe up to 20 years.
If they're lucky.
Yeah, if they're lucky.
Right.
In fact, that's the name of her dog now, Lucky.
Lucky.
And
he doesn't live for 20 years though.
No. So anyway, that's it today for dog grooming with Laura. She lives in Pinckney, and if you're a local person and you want her to trim your dog, give her a bark today. 734-878-1270. No, that's my number. Forget that.
Yeah, forget that. You want to be my partner now?
No, I'm not doing. 734-878-2015 is Laura's number if you want your dog groomed today. Because, like I said, she's a real expert, and I love her, and she's funnier than heck. And watch for some more videos with me and Laura. And me and Laura are going to have our own comedy show. So, peace and love. Peace and love. This is my best friend, Laura.